I don't want to hear any complaints.
Ron Hope certainly embodies
I have
the
hours
same
of invoices
spared
to go
no
over, so
expense.
let's make it quick. Certainly.
Don't spring for the extended warranty. You just won't need it.
Can I help you? Certainly. If you get the credits, we got what you need. You have a good day.
Hard to get better prices for a motor.
Keep an eye on your valuables.
Tech needs brave new innovations. We're so much more than space freight. Well, all of them. I think he appreciates my attention to detail. Although he has been hinting that the R&D budget may dry up if I don't produce results. Oh, it's marvelous. Generally, they only care. Oh, sure, there are the odd complaints about count, but they almost always side with the numbers. Sure, that sounds like me. What can I do for you? I'm a little busy, but I think I could spare some time. Oh, you should have just said that. Of course I can help you. Oliver sent a courier ahead of you. I did some research on ships from that era, and I have a decent idea what we're dealing with. So grav drives didn't really take off until after the ship was built. But I've got access to an ancient grav drive that looks like it could be compatible. With some minor adjustments. It's in good shape, too. Parts not cheap, though. Neither is the labor. Just pay the combined cost of parts and labor, and it's yours. It's a pretty big ask, given how rare these old grav drives are. True. I keep telling myself I'm holding on to it for the right time. Perhaps this is that right time. Yeah, I hope so. Tell you what, sounds like this is for a good cause. While I can't give you the pot for free, I won't charge you for the work. You're darn right it is. I'll get to work on it right away. I recommend you go back to the ship and ask the captain to prepare for its retrofit. Standard stuff. I'm sure they have an engineer on board to help. We'll send the part along when it's ready and install it with the help of Oliver's people. Pleasure working with you.
Just stay out of trouble.
Now that we know what's out there, things are gonna be more interesting.
Hi.
I wonder what it's like out there beyond the community.
If the other colonists knew how many times the constant almost came apart at the seams. Whew. Well, thankfully, I never let it. I was hoping to talk to our visitor from outer space, and here you are! Welcome, welcome. I have a million burning questions, but I won't overwhelm you. There will be plenty of time for that later. Please, indulge me just a couple. How did you do it? Did humanity finally discover faster than light travel and eclipse our poor old ship? It's incredible! I read about this technology in our archives from Earth, but it was only theoretical back then. Oh, I've got so many questions, but I'm being rude. I haven't even given you my name. And, I might add, I'm one of the reasons we're still floating out here today. Yes, of course. Ah, great question. I do not know for sure, but I can venture a guess. All of the reading I've done on the matter suggests that at the time, there was uncertainty that the technology would ever work, or if it did, that it would work at the scale we needed. So, I trust they made the decision to strike out when they did, fully believing it was the only way. Some may say I'm a master of keeping things together with nothing but duct tape and bubblegum. Pretty sure that ran out 100 years ago. When I'm not dealing with catastrophic engine failures, I manage the other engineer. We maintain all the machinery, computers, you name. Many years ago, when I was a junior engineer, the reactor's computer burned out. The computer that controls the reactor's various regulators. I'll spare you the details, but when that happens, the ship and everyone on it is in danger of turning into a mess of hot. I had to jury-rig parts from old media devices to prevent a meltdown. And that's how I... Yes! So many! Do people only live on naturally habitable planets? Or did they learn to tell? Are we in contact with alien species? I have so many more, but I don't want to take up all your time. Haha! Even this ship was only... I'm not surprised. The amount of energy it would take to terraform it... I can assume these types of colonies are strictly for mining and gathering rare resources since... I suggested that the most likely... Ah, thank you. What grab drive? All right. I have just received word that the drive is here. Ready to get to work? Yes, of course I need your help. My team needs to stay on top of their daily maintenance, and I need to make my own preparations for this. Your help is going to be vital to this procedure. And have no worry. Great, great, great! There are 3 preparations I need you to help me make while I set things up on my end. First thing I need you to do is reroute the power from the port turbo pump. Then, turn the plasma runoff inhibitor function to 5%. Last, you'll need to decouple the magnetic flange pipe enclosures from the auxiliary module assembly. Got it? Let's hop to it!
I've spent my entire life in the cosmos. I'm not sure how. Else to live.
Looks like everything is good to go, both your end and mine.
You got strict rules around here.
Never seen a ship like yours.
Just because our equipment's old doesn't mean it won't work to take down troublemakers.
No matter the outcome, I won't let my crew down. Difficult is the wrong word. It can be both challenging. Our mission was to rebuild humanity on a distant world, believing that we were Earth's last hope. To think that while there has always been a Brackenridge in the captain's chair, that I am the one to finally oversee our journey's end is truly exhilarating. But with this stumbling block in our path, at this final moment, I fear tough choices will need to be made. Well, it would appear we have the means to go nearly anywhere now, thanks to you. The engineers even upgraded our communications equipment so we can speak with passing ships. Turns out it was a pretty easy fix. Thank you again for all you've done. We don't yet know, but we did receive a star map from the Paradiso engineers. I suppose we'll just chart a course for other suitable habitable worlds until we find one that matches the quality of Paradiso. Purima 2 here. Without you, we'd most likely be stuck. But you went above and beyond. I'll make sure people tell tales of your generosity for as long as our society lives. I don't know if we can ever fully repay you. Thank you again.
We were never trained to address threats coming from outside our ship.
The Constant is a peaceful ship. Don't change it.
Hi there. Sure is nice to know there are other people.
Oh, hey! I'm Daisuke, the Constant's provisions manager. It's nice of you to come back and visit so I can... Let me know if there's anything I can help you with. The idea of a shop is new to the crew, so business is pretty good in that sense. And we get some business from various visitors and traders when we meet up with them. We sometimes dock with trade vessels and supply depots along the way. When we do, I manage to pick up goods to sell. Sometimes, We even sell to visitors. Just the basics. See you around.
Wow. Hi.
You're lucky we're under orders not to escort you right off this ship.
Now that we know there are other people out there, we need to be more prepared for trouble. I'm worried about Janet. I wonder if someone from the outside can help her.
Just stay out of trouble.
Now that we know what's out there, things are gonna be more interesting from here on out.
I wonder what else is out there.
It definitely takes a special type of person to live their entire life, birth to death, aboard a single ship traveling through space.
Oh, hi! Hello! You're the alien. Sorry, old habit. Let me start over. You're the person. It's fine! I'm just a bundle of nerves still. Things haven't changed too much since we decided to look for a new planet to call home. People still come to me with their problems and concerns. Abe, when are we gonna get there? Abe, can we find a planet with animals? Abe? It's fine, it's my job, but it's stressful, and I'm already a pretty anxious guy to begin with. Sorry, yeah. I'm Abe. Levitz. Abe Levitz, cabin manager on board the ship, so I'm happy to help you with anything you need. I'm happy to... Oh? Oh, you must mean the Yiddish. It's an old... See, we didn't think the language would survive if we didn't, so we charged ourselves with preserving it. It's a point of pride for our family, and something I'd like to pass on. People didn't know what to think. Here we are, minding our own business. Then we hear some sort of garbled transmissions on the radio. Real screechy, real... People had all sorts of fakakta theories. Aliens, time travelers, you name it. We watch a lot of them. Anyway, it spooked the bejesus out of us, because we were Me? Hey, well, there's not much to say. I take care of people here. I live with my husband, Daisuke. No kids, though that might change now that we no longer need to worry about resources. Instead, I get to spend time with everyone and... I may have had something to do with that nickname. It's a demanding job, but in short, I try to keep both the kids and adults entertained. Scavenger! We also have regular media nights where a historian, Julia Yang, screens old movies. Oh, you heard? I was just kvetching to my... Mostly I just need to find someone with a ship, but hey, you're... I'll save you the spiel, but ever since we found out that people exist out there, the crew's been asking me if we could track down possible relatives. I made the mistake of looking some up, and now they want to connect with them. Now, I'm not gonna ask you to schlep anyone back and forth, but could you deliver these messages for us? Oh, you're such a mensch! Let me get you the letter and the information you'll need to track down the relative.
Great. How many more days? Months? Find a new place to live.
Oh, I've heard about you. The visitor who helped us get into the situation we're now in, roaming the galaxy with no end in sight. Sorry, I don't mean to be ungrateful or rude. Still pretty terrible, even though we're now supposedly on our way to our new home. I'm still stuck here with the same people and the same job, day in and day out. I was really hoping we could finally settle somewhere, because then at least I could hitch a ride out of wherever we landed. Maybe so. Look, I'm just still pretty terrible. I'm still stuck here with... I was really hoping we could find... Sometimes I want... Well, one of them. I do have a sister on board, Julia, but I'm not talking about her. Julia and I were actually triplets with our sister Jen, but the ship ran out of one of her medications and she didn't make it. Sucks, but it is what it is. We only have so many supplies. We couldn't exactly get anything new along the way. Anyway, it happened a long time ago. I don't really feel that she's lucky. I'm just frustrated. Certainly not what I want to do. I mean, I hate this job, and there's really nothing I can do about it. I'm the cultivation manager. Fancy words for farmer and fertilizer collector. I didn't have a choice. Most people don't. You get a job, and that's it. Like, I'm great at what I do, but I would enjoy doing literally. Meanwhile, my sister Julia, she gets to hang out with kids all day and watch movies. The kids I couldn't care less about, but she doesn't even care about Earth culture. Ugh. Is it that obvious? Breckenridge is intent on finding a home just as perfect as Paradiso, and it's clear that's never going to happen. I'd love to leave. And besides, Breckenridge forbids it. I've tried. She insists we stay together for the sake of the community. I'm stuck here. Oh my God, yes! It's all I've ever known. But I feel it. Maybe it was all those movies I saw as a kid. Green meadows, beaches, lush fall. And we were so close to it, damn it! I could almost feel it. So yeah, I'm done with this. It's a long shot. But then again, you did make her see reason before and set us on this path. Sorry, I know it may not sound like it, but I'd actually be really grateful to you if you...
The captain just needs an outside perspective. I'm confident we can get her to see reason here.
These are exciting times, aren't they?
It definitely takes a special type of person to live their entire life, birth to death, aboard a single ship traveling through space.
seen a ship like yours before. Then again, I haven't seen any ships before you arrived. We were never trained to address threats coming from outside our ship.
Our people's safety is my #1 priority. I know Captain Brackenridge has essentially given you free rein.
Oh?
I hope you understand.
Of course, then.
Given
We'll
we
go
have
this
so
way.
little
Perhaps
experience,
this will be the
it
one.
pays to take security seriously. Something I understand much better now
Then we'll do as the
than in my
Paradiso
youth.
group suggested and commission a landing craft to ferry our people down. That's a good question, but I firmly believe that establishing our own home is what our ancestors would want for us. I think that we will assimilate to some degree, particularly when it comes to trade and exchange of ideas. It may seem like it's about me maintaining control, but it's more about avoiding massive culture shock. We'll get there, but we'll need to ease into it so future generations can reap the benefits. Understandably, some are disappointed that we gave up our home, but I think I've managed to convince them that this will be best in the long term. I have no doubt that even if it takes more time, we will manage to find something and it's important to remember we're still way ahead of our original schedule. Everything will be fine. Goodness, I'm not sure yet. We'll need to study our new star map. Then, well, I suppose we'll venture forth and try to find the perfect new home for us. It may take some time, but I'm confident we'll find something. And when we do, we'll find a shuttle to take us planetside. I'm well aware of Janet's desire to leave. I'll tell you the same thing I told her. For the sake of our mission and community, we need to stay together. Each member of our community is valuable, especially Janet. If she left, we'd be at least a couple of weeks behind in food production while we trained someone to fill her role. But I suppose if you brought us more food staples to tide us over while that happens, we could do it. Say, a large quantity of potatoes? I'll be the judge of that. I know, which is why I'm taking into account the future of our entire crew and not just one individual. Janet's been in a sour mood before. She'll snap. Please, I wish you wouldn't.
Now that we know there are other people out there, we need to...
Our people never expected to meet with other colonies, so forgive them if they are distrustful. I know Captain Brackenridge. I hope you understand. It pays to take...
Look, perhaps this will be the one. That's a good question. I think that however, it may seem like... Understandably. I have no doubt. And it's... Goodness, it may take some... That planet was not right for us anyway. I'm well aware of each member of our community, but... I'll be the judge of that. It's for the greater good of the ship. Look, I'd like to help, but... I try to be. I suppose not. It would be bad for all of us if she slipped into depression. Well, you've got away with words, I'll give you that. Once again, you've convinced me to do the right thing. And while I'm not happy about letting one of our own go, I think you're right. It's for the best. Let her know she's free to leave on the next ship willing to take her. I just hope this doesn't prompt others to want to leave as well.
You've made a wise choice, Captain.
Be careful. Some of the crew are not happy.
There's so much more to learn about now.
We've got strict rules around here, but they're strict for a reason.
Just because our equipment's old doesn't mean it won't work to take down troublemakers.
You seem convinced you can help me. But I'll believe it when I'm finally off. Wait, for real? How? I thought I was going to have to escape on my own somehow, but if she's given me her blessing, that's even better. Sure. I mean, definitely. I don't think I could have managed to convince her on my own. I'm not sure what I can do, but maybe someday I can pay back your kindness. Anyway, thanks for helping me. I know you didn't need to. Julia? Oh, she'll be fine. She loves this stupid ship. I've tried talking her into coming with me, but she won't budge. Like almost everyone else, she believes in the original mission. Whatever. I'm sure I'll hear news of the Constant's whereabouts. Maybe I'll even come back to visit. She's my sister, after all. No idea. Maybe I'll check it out. It sounded interesting. Anyway, seems like a good place to... Thanks again. I'm going to need it. It's a whole new world out there. I hope we meet again someday. Damn it! We were so close to getting off the ship. Now that I'm free to go, I'm hoping to get to New Atlantis. I'll have to find work because I'm not sure quite what to expect, but I've seen and heard it. See you, I guess.
glad you weren't some sort of alien or something.
To think, all this time, we thought we were alone.
Pleasant change of scenery.
Hey there.
Hello.
Please, thank you for responding. We had someone jump in and leave without even saying hi. We're with, List, and we're just trying to get to our new home. But our grav drive is old, like really old, and we're just 2 jumps away from starting a new life. We have a workbench here, but we need just common old iron. A lot of it. Then we should be able to jury-rig some repairs. Any chance you have some? We'll pay loads more than the iron's actually worth. It's just dead. The whole unit is like no power readouts. The diagnostic log only says it's... I think some of the warnings are in Cyrillic. You know, those old Russian letters. If you can find or buy some iron, it's not like we're going anywhere. Thank you.
damage.
Hey, what's going on?
something I need to talk to you about. Ever since we talked about the Battle of Cassiopeia, I can't get what happened out of my mind. Was it that obvious? I thought I could handle these memories, but until I return to Cassiopeia, I'll never be able to put this to rest. I would like that. Actually, I need that. One problem, though. Pinpointing the crew's shuttle wreckage is going to be like trying to find a grain of salt in a sandbox. I think we need to start by locating my old campsite on Cassiopeia 1. Shortly after I evacuated, I saw the ship come apart. The UC listed it as lost, so I assume the Dauntless was completely destroyed. The Dauntless took heavy fire to the docking section during the battle. We had 3 shuttles. One was destroyed, and the other 2 were damaged. There was no other way off the ship. Lucky. Compared to my crew, I hit the goddamn jackpot. Still, it turned out I had no other choice. My shuttle should have the telemetry tracking data for the other shuttle aboard. It should give us an idea where... that's if scavengers haven't completely stripped my ship for parts. It has a breathable atmosphere, indigenous fauna, and maybe a few abandoned mining outposts. Otherwise, it's not... Don't worry, it's not as though I'm coming apart at the seams. It's the conversations we've been having. They... That's what I was hoping. But I don't know the exact For that, we are going to have to head to Mast and see if we can get the information from my old friend, Admiral Logan. Your instincts are right on target. Logan and I butted heads more than once during my time with the Navigator Corps. We've never seen eye to eye. Look, I hope this isn't asking too much. Last thing I want to do is drag you into some kind of personal crusade. That's why I'm desperate for your help. Truth is, I'm scared. When I set foot on Cassiopeia, I don't know if I'll be able to handle what I find. If I begin to fall apart, I need someone I can trust to hold me together. Oh yeah? Well, you haven't seen me behind closed doors. Joking aside, you've always been there when I've needed your help. Why you continue to support me, I'll never understand. I don't know what to say. I've been so busy searching the stars for answers. I've overlooked what's been in front of me all this time. Something I've seriously considered sharing with you for a long time. Just... You're right. I have. Hey, anyway, I've taken up enough. Hopefully, it'll bring me the closure. vegetable or mineral. Oh, now it cooks my appetite. get that to point us to the nearest restaurant. Ah.
I don't stock up on junk.
Zeroing in on anything useful?
also have time for a nap before we leave.
Howdy.
Hello.
Hey.
What the?
Got anything on your scanner?
beyond warning. Time and space fall.
I have something for you when you have a moment.
Just here for a chat?
What did you need?
If you don't mind, I'd like to speak to Admiral Logan sooner rather than later. I thought you'd never ask. Here. I don't mind at all. Go ahead. Honestly, it felt like I was marooned on that planet for years. It wasn't until the UC rescue ship picked me up that I realized only 10 months had passed. The escape shuttle had some supplies, but those ran out after about a month. Fortunately, Cassiopeia is a lush planet with plenty of flora and fauna, so I was able to use my... Logan and I have rarely agreed on anything. In fact, I'm fairly certain he never saw the true value in the Navigator Corps. When word came down that my division was being mothballed, I stormed into his office and, well, we haven't spoken since. Let me know if you need anything else. Ask whatever you... Admiral Logan's office shouldn't be terribly far. Let's go.
Hey, how's it going?
Ah, hello.
While we're here, it wouldn't hurt if we checked in at the lodge. Much as I'm eager to explore the universe, there's nothing quite like the feeling of returning home.
On the line, what's the word, vessel? You're welcome to take a gander.
If you don't mind, I'd like to speak to Admiral Logan sooner rather than later.
All right, Captain. Where are we headed next?
Keep it moving.
There are a few injuries that can't be addressed here. Welcome to a real...
All right, what can I do? All right. Some good odd... Good as... Well, you've certainly come.
May you remain in good health.
Welcome to Reliant. We should have... Take care of yourself. Welcome to Reliant. Always a good day. Take care of yourself.
Your first date tomorrow?
Please let me know. You won't find a larger. Be my guest. I'm glad you came in.
Come on in. Take a look around. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, sure thing. Be seeing you.
If you ask me, it's always a good time for a terror break.
Is there a type of weapon Combatech won't make?
You know, just by you're here because you only the finest.
It's amazing what passes as art.
Hope you're finding every... Oh, please, take a look. Oh, please. Thanks for shopping at Jemison Mercantile.
other stores, and they have the best deals in the entire galaxy.
I'm telling you, Bianchi, something's wrong with the boots you sold me. I wear them to the metro. Suddenly, the shuttle runs late. I buy a cup of coffee, and the barista screws up my order. It's like I'm walking under ladders with a broken mirror in my pocket. And the only time it happens is when I'm wearing your boots.
So, what do you want me to do about it?
I want a damn refund!
Fine, fine. I'll take the boots back. Just don't tell anyone you bought them from here.
Jake's is a good place to meet contacts. It's got the right amount of booze and the right amount of later.
Personally, I think Daylight's overrated. Ugh, right. The boot. She's the third customer to return the pair. All for the same reason. The boots might really be good. I thought about it once, but then I thought better. And besides, they're not my size. And risk releasing whatever's inside them? I've seen enough horror vids to know how this... Like most of my supply from one of my... Or after the second customer returned the boots, turns out they were seized from a House of Arun ship. That alone is enough to convince... I don't doubt it. Hey, you're a pilot, right? Maybe you... I've heard of a UC station at the far end of the galaxy called the Den. You... Believe it or not, I actually tried that. And do you know what happened? Some UC pilot picked up the cargo and somehow it found its way... No, I wanted the boots gone. Finally, someone to give it... Here, I'll have your credits for you when the job is done. Happy to make a deal. Take your time. Take your time. Hey, take it easy.
If you don't mind, bring me anything useful? Admiral Logan's office shouldn't be terribly far. Let's go.
Everyone, no shortage of hungry. Sure thing.
Always nice to see a fresh face around here. You stop in whenever you'd like.
We're doing the best we can here. We're no reliant.
Can't talk right now, sorry.
Damn it, Ray. Can't you just leave me in peace?
Come on, man. Just one beer for your best bud, yeah?
Damn it, Rick. Can't you just leave me in peace?
Ah, please. Without me, you wouldn't have any business.
You buying? You better be buying. Down here? What are you? A structural engineer? So I know full well what down here implies. First of all, I didn't ask what you thought of it. Second, don't blow smoke up my ass. We both... Yeah? All right. Uh-huh. You like a...
Oh, thank God. I was sick of hearing your voice.
You like a damn roach. I can't get rid of you.
Come on, man. Just... one beer for your best bud, yeah?
Nicely done. Like the last of them.
so hard. I haven't seen the sunset in days. My last night was...
You didn't hear this from me, but don't think of big mercenary.
There are always about a million things to do, and I'm only one person. It's so overwhelming. Hey! Oh, here. Sorry. I shouldn't assume. We're supposed to be investigating a power drain down here. See? I can't be in two places at once. And Carl isn't. We're trying to isolate a power drain, but it's kind of a two-person job. Someone needs to find the junction boxes, so it's pretty simple, really, and relatively safe. Only well, since you're here, what I need is very technical. The first box we're...
Hey, now funny stuff with that boost pack. And the flight traffic as it is. You look like you need something, yeah? Been up there, huh? Space? Must be cool. I never get to go to space.
It's cliche, but it's true. Be my guest. If you need anything else, you know where to find me.
This really isn't a good place for civilians to be hanging around. There's something I can help? Yeah. I can't really just let you. You're... You don't know what you're talking. Look, I'm not falling for that. I'm gonna... Hey, this really isn't... There's something I can help you? Yeah. Maybe we can bend the rules a bit. Sorry, but I can't. I'll double check and... All right, look, don't tell anyone I did this. If anyone asks, I had nothing to do with this. You got it? 1 second. All right, make it quick, please.
Hey, what can I do for you? And here's your new... Nothing for us to do. I'm sure you can find something. Sure, have at it. Everything looks good here. I'll be at my booth if you need me.
You will be scanned as you enter the city.
The Trade Authority has access to goods and services. Of course, of course. Of course, of course. Pleasure dealing with you.
No loitering, okay? Can't say I'll have what you need. You see something you... Stay safe out there.
Don't mind. It's a quench. Okay. Hang on.
If you don't mind, I'd like to speak to Admiral Logan sooner rather than later.
My legs only move. I help out Henry from time. You left. I help out Henry from time. I think I need to give things a bit of a break.
Hey, can you hear me? I think this is working. I only have a general view of things, but you should be near the first junction box. Look for it mounted on the wall. When you find it, open it up and flip the big switch.
Take your time. Watch your back out there.
They say never hire a man when a machine can do it for free. Down here, we got a full machine.
I used to be an actuary. Now look at me.
Yes? You needed some? Only those on official United Colonies. The Vanguard exam? Just press the option for the Vanguard Orient. Enjoy your time in New Atlantis. Hello.
Sarah Morgan. It's been what, almost 10 years?
Admiral, it's, good to see you again, sir.
You're not required to address me as sir. That protocol ended the moment you dropped your clusters on my desk, remember?
Look, Admiral, I'm not here to open old wounds.
Old wounds is an interesting turn of phrase, given our past. Listen to me, Commander. I'm not sure why you're here, but whatever it is, why don't you just get to it?
I'm here because I need your help, Admiral.
You need my help. That's interesting. The last time we spoke, you made it quite clear that you were turning your back on the Navy.
That was a decade ago. Things change. People change. Admiral, please. I didn't come here to argue. I'm here to come to terms with my past.
Your past is sitting in a closed file in the archives. That's where you left it when you walked out on the United Colonies. And what about you? Just who in the blazes are you anyway? Very well. Then, as a good friend, perhaps you could kindly explain to me why I shouldn't have the both of you escorted from the building.
With all due respect, Admiral, this is ridiculous. If you have a problem with me, then there's no need to berate my colleague.
I don't have a problem with you, Commander. I'm simply trying to determine why you deserve the Navy's help. That's quite a noble gesture. Is this true, Commander?
It's about Cassiopeia, Admiral. I'm heading back there to find out what happened to the crew of the Dauntless.
That sounds like a dangerous operation. Are you certain it's worth...
I don't know.
I wish it was that simple. If the Navy gives its blessing for you to undertake this operation, then we assume responsibility.
I appreciate the concern, Admiral. But that crew was my responsibility.
I understand. And I believe I owe you an apology, Commander. Our last encounter has obviously distorted my impression of your character. What can I do to help?
If you wouldn't mind allowing me to access the file.
That shouldn't be too difficult. I've sent all the relevant information to you, Slades. Was there anything else?
No, Admiral.
You don't need to thank me, Commander. I just hope...
We should make sure we're well supplied for the trip to Cassiopeia. Next stop, Cassiopeia, I assume.
Yes?
Just give the word and we'll get underway.